That was our date night, and they were chopped every class.
Now, this cookie, I made this cookie.
You make cookies too?
This one here I did.
How
Yeah.
come you never make us cookies?
I mean, because I'm the chairman now, and I made those cookies, and I want to get credit for it. Good evening. It's 7:03. I'm opening the meeting. Now, first, gotta put my glasses on. Okay, second. Board member reports. You have any reports to make?
Just that I attended that meeting,
And you wanted to invite somebody?
yeah, so, it was the
Speak to
Massachusetts. Yeah,
Shelley?
I'm reading it.
Yeah,
The
speak to Shelley.
Massachusetts Association of Health Boards.
Okay.
And I went to, a couple of Saturdays ago, went to a couple of different little talks that they had. And there were a couple of discussions, and one of them, well, there's two of them that I really found kind of interesting. And one of them was about emergency preparedness.
Close the door for me, please.
Yes, sir.
And it was a woman who was doing a study, and we were basically just kind of helping her get some information, giving her little helpful hints, like kind of picking our brains for things.
yeah.
But in light of all the emergencies, natural disasters that they've had so far, they were talking about how to get in touch with the people in the community that have, no cell phones,
Electricity.
elderly, homeless, the things that were important to them.
Yeah,
And there was just a couple of questions I had, and I guess it was probably for,
That should be in our hazard mitigation.
well, that's what I was wondering, if our police department, if our fire department, and I don't know if this is even something to discuss right now, have that information.
They do.
So they have, like, people that are shut in, people that,
We can check the hazard, we can
In
check
case
it,
of emergency.
or we can
yeah.
ask them.
Yeah.
You can
It was
ask
just
them,
something
how we do it.
interesting,
Yeah.
because I thought, well, after, all the hurricanes down south,
Right, right.
and,
It's always good to have
yeah.
a reminder.
Yeah.
But
so,
bring it up,
all right.
okay?
And so the other thing that I went to was the opioid, it was the
Can I
board.
just say one other thing on that?
Yep.
So the Sustainability Committee, it got
I
a
don't know if
grant
that's it.
for climate change vulnerability preparedness. And
Climate change vulnerability preparedness?
yeah, which, one of the things you look at, one of the things associated with climate change is extreme storms and how to prepare for that. So it's part of the hazard mitigation planning, so we can try to flag that when we're doing it to make sure it's covered in there.
Yeah. They're talking about how, cell phones and reverse 911s, but if there's no power,
Yeah.
then
Right, you
reverse
can't-
911s don't work, because we're
Right.
living in a community, we're living in a time where everybody has cell phones, and even if you have a landline, the battery could go dead if you don't have a backup.
That's
So,
true.
yeah. So, and then the opioid thing, it was a bunch of public health guys, and I talked to one of them who said that he'd be happy to come and talk to us. He can't come right away. It would be helpful if we had kind of narrowed down a topic that he could discuss, and just
We can
wondering.
put them on the agenda, you know what I mean? Shelley, if we don't
Well,
have.
they're really busy, and they don't get paid for this, so.
No, I know.
I would want them to have to come, I mean, they get paid for what they do, but they're just happy to share the
We
information.
probably want to get a broader audience too, if he's going to spend his time.
Yeah, so I would really want it to be something interesting that people would want to come to,
Yeah.
and make sure that there's a good turnout, so.
And if you don't want them to come here in this
So
room,
so-
they can go downstairs
Well,
103.
the other thing too was like linking with the high school, linking with the police. I know I said this before, I'm waiting to try and get in touch with, I don't know, one of the police officers. I think they said it was Mike Crory.
Yeah, it's Mike Crory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I think you'd want to have it.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that they talked about was this kind of a mentoring program, and that they don't have the kids in the schools talking to police because they don't want to talk, they don't want the police to know that they're doing drugs or that there's any drug issues. So it was this thing called, I wrote it down, it's this whole big program that, some of these communities that were here, they have social workers that actually help the Board of Health. But anyway, it was this whole big program, what was it? It was called SBIRT, and Screen, Brief Intervention, and Referral to Treatment is what it was called. But they don't have police officers. It's not like a resource officer. It was a peers, and it was a social worker that would kind of help kids get the treatment and find a bed if they need to. There's all these websites that help you find a bed for your kid, you know, if you need treatment. So it was interesting. I got a little.
Okay,
Yeah,
looks
well,
nice.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. So, but that was what I did, and so just something to
Hey,
work on and think about.
you never know, yeah, I can always put it to place. You have anything new? I don't either. Okay, and second will be the minutes. We don't have minutes. Correspondence update, we just signed that, and that's it. Okay, now we, 10,
We
8
have,
minutes, we got 2 minutes to spare.
we have minutes here for
Where?
September
Oh,
12th.
this is the minutes, I didn't even realize that. Okay, so you start, okay, you're correct.
This must have been like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
2
you're
meetings
right.
ago, wasn't it?
Right from Alex.
Because they were talking about.
September 12th, so it was a month.
Yeah.
Appointment. We made all this stuff, yeah. We made the call, we King Street. Rate system and fairness system. 107 King Street, yeah. We never had, nothing ever happened. 180, I would have. Sure. Bigger system will be okay, 107 King Street. The Gmail, review the plan, okay. Spot section, services. Can be supported and indicated the title for we only had that capacity this thing. Okay. I think Mr. Attorney Gould was not too happy about the 6, that she wanted to have 7 bedroom. She wasn't too happy. Okay. Everybody read it?
I need a couple more, another minute.
Take your time.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. thinking? So they're gonna give us trouble? I don't know, all depends. Motion to approve the minutes?
Sure.
Who's gonna make the motion to approve the minutes?
I make a motion to approve the minutes for the meeting dated September 12th.
A second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Now we can go. 7:10, which is 7:13, we made those people wait. Continuing hearing 22 Pleasant Street, David E. Ross Associate, septic system variance, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Good evening. My name is Robert Oliver. I'm an engineer with David Ross Associates. With me is Margaret Hayden, one of the two applicants for this upgrade. We're here with an upgrade plan for a Presby system. We're here tonight because we needed a few variances to squeeze the system in. So we've notified the abutters. Actually, I have the certifieds, if you care to have them, from notifying the abutters. We're asking for one variance from the Board of Health regulations, and that's for fill within 10 feet of the property line. The back of the system, we need a boulder wall. We're up against wetlands, so we need a boulder wall to hold our fill back. We're roughly 7 feet off the property line, so we need a variance to that requirement. And then we have two under the local upgrade approval. The first is for the setback to the wetlands. Title V requires a 50-foot setback, and we are at
24.
24 feet, correct. So we're asking for that. And then lastly, due to the soil conditions, we had to run a soil sieve analysis on a soil sample to establish the perk rate. That's the third thing we're asking for under the second thing under the local upgrade approval. And that actually resulted in an 8-minute perk, which the system was designed on. So those are the reasons why we're here. The system goes in the rear of the house. It's on 22 Pleasant Street. There's a small existing system in the front. It was determined very early on the system couldn't go in front, so it was designed in the back. We've been to the Conservation Commission, who are fine with the plan as is. They did keep their hearing open just in case any boards, any changes came as a result of this meeting. So they're just waiting to hear from us and from you that you're all set and they're fine.
So I haven't seen something come before us looking for a variance having to do with offset from vegetated wetlands, because usually that gets handled by the Concom.
Okay.
But
And
we
so-
do allow the variance.
Well, we do if we vote on it.
No, I know, I'm saying we do allow.
So, why is it before us for the vegetated wetland? What did Conservation Commission say?
Conservation Commission is okay with it. Technically, Title V requires a 50-foot offset to wetlands for a system, so we do need to ask this board for variance.
So is there any way, I mean, I don't like this. I don't like getting a variance for this. I'm not comfortable with it. So why couldn't the system go into the front?
There's no room.
It's a small lot.
And how many bedrooms in the house?
There are three.
It's a 3-bedroom system. We've used a Presby system to minimize our footprint.
Yeah. What year is the last permit?
That's a good question.
You have it with you?
I don't have it with me.
I don't either. I think it was 1974 or something.
Okay, and it was for 3-bedroom?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have anything from the Conservation Commission?
I don't, other than that at their hearing, they just kept it open, awaiting the
Yeah,
results of this.
I'd like to see something from Conservation Commission. I don't really, because this is the first time this has come before
Seems
us.
like really a big difference, too, between
Yeah,
24 and
I'm
50.
not comfortable
50 to
approving this
24.
without hearing from them.
Okay. The question is,
And doing a little bit of research on it, because I
the,
haven't seen this before.
I mean, it's something we run into all the time. I can't think of an instance where we were in front of this board asking for it, but I'm certain our office at one point has. When the testing was done, Jim came out and the decision was made that the system needed to go in the back. We didn't bother testing in the front for the very reason there's no room. I can say this is one of the variances that we can seek under Title V for an upgrade. It's fairly commonplace, especially on these small lots where we're hemmed in with wetlands. All due respect, it's not something we've never asked for before, and it's something we've certainly been granted on other systems. And the thing to keep in mind is that we're taking a system that could be a public health hazard at this point and giving you a system that's not, and it will have no impact to the wetlands. I don't have anything in writing from the Conservation Commission, but that was, essentially, they're okay with it, and they're waiting for you to approve it.
Okay, well,
I
that's,
was at that meeting and they were fine with it.
that's great. So I'd like to wait on this one until we can just check
before you make a
in.
decision, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Jimmy and May, no comment, and Shelley says it was okay. So if you want to make any objection, it's
Yeah.
up to your
We didn't see
shoulder.
any notes from Jim.
Yeah, I was just
on
looking for
anything
that.
today.
Jim was out twice,
All
actually.
right,
I asked
so,
him to come out when this first came up, and he
they
came
can't
out and
get the
said,
permit
"You can't go in the front," twice. he
Unless
said.
they go to the office and pay for it anyway, okay?
Yeah, I don't think we got any notes from Jim.
Right, because I saw Jim this morning, and Shelley said it was okay.
It says, please see my attached
They
notes
should have
for
no
the
problem.
meeting tomorrow.
You did see that?
No, it just says, please see my attached notes.
Were there any attached?
I didn't see any attached notes.
Yeah. Right, okay. So it might be fine, but I'd feel more comfortable waiting to get some notes from Jim and looking to see what, maybe he can look into Concom.
But the question is, if Jim says okay, why having a note, he would have give it to you if he felt that you need a note.
No, he usually writes a note that says, I have no problems with this
Yeah.
system.
I
we can
saw
put
him
it in
this
the
morning,
file.
and Shelley says okay. You wanted that gentleman to come back? It's up to you guys.
And
The
I
question
can
is,
come in
the
during the
last
day
time,
and sign it.
the last
so-
time, I just let you guys do what you had to do, I got reprimanded, because it said, if I say something as a co-chairman, you have to believe it. If you want to dispute it, you just wait, and you're gonna get the help, not me.
It would be good to have it in the file, too. You know, when,
Yeah, I am not a septic system expert, and
We
when
do
this
that all
is-
the time. Look, people don't realize, the wetland, usually, if it's a larger scale, it's 100 feet. And sometime they came, in many years that I've been here, we give variance for 50 feet. You know why? Because the land was small.
Okay, but now
And
they're
they
saying
like, they have no
24.
room.
Now they
If
want
it-
24.
Well, 24 from 50, that's right. Sometime you can do that. If it's a wetland, let me tell you something. Venice is built in a wetland, okay? You people so afraid for a little bit of water, there's wetland. Okay? He's not doing any job in a wetland. He's gonna have a distance, 25 feet.
and
It's their problem if they get wet, not you.
we're supposed to be here to protect,
Well,
our
we are
natural
protecting the
resources.
environment, yes, but it come to an extreme sometimes.
I'm not,
The point was actually made at the Conservation Committee meeting that the only other alternative for this particular property is to put in a tight tank. And
And then it's,
a tight tank is even a worse hazard to the environment.
yeah, and that, it might not be any problem,
It's
it's
cheaper
just,
for me, though.
it's just that we don't have anything in front of us, so what I would like to see is something in the file so that I can feel more comfortable.
If I could.
Sure.
The Conservation Commission, I know you'd be taking my word for it,
Yeah.
and perhaps you don't want to do that. Title V gives us the option to ask for this variance. We're within our right to ask for it. We've never been turned down before. The system itself is of no danger to the wetlands. The Title V setback required is 50 feet. Often towns, and I believe Littleton is one of them, make you go to 100 feet. For an upgrade, to take a failing system out of service and replace it with this, even though it's only 24 feet from the wetlands, you're doing the environment a favor. This system is no threat to damage or contaminate the wetlands. I'm pretty comfortable you can grant the variance with no worry, and that this board has done it probably many times before.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with it, so that's where I stand.
That's fine, I understand.
All right, so,
I agree, just without Jim's information. And I'm
okay.
happy to come in midweek and sign
Okay.
off on the permit. you know.
okay.
Shelley can email that, email his,
I'll tell you what, you come tomorrow and talk to Shelley, and she will call me, and they will be called too.
Well, it has to be something in writing, so we can put it into the
Well,
bylaw.
we also have a hearing open here, and that's part of the problem is you either have to make a decision and close the hearing, or keep the hearing open.
Oh, sure.
I'll keep
So
the
I
hearing
move-
open. Okay, continue to, when you go tomorrow, you find out what she's gonna say, then she's gonna get in touch with us, and she will give you the permit.
So what do you need from me?
She wants to have some proof.
I guess I'd have to have Amy Green contact your
We'll
office.
have to have a note from Jim in the
Well,
file. I think that's,
Shelley will get
And
in touch
also-
with Jim.
Jim, okay.
and it would be good to have a reference to the Conservation Commission findings, too.
I
May I
can,
say something?
Go ahead.
I mean, I've been through these many times. Would it be possible, would you be comfortable if Jim wrote a note in agreement with it? Would you pass it conditionally upon getting that note? Close the hearing, approve it conditional upon Jim providing the information?
No, I don't want to approve it.
Okay.
No.
That's okay. She has a right, she's new, and it takes a while before they get it.
no, I'm new, she's not new.
She's not new. All right,
Do we need to vote on it, or?
you can vote no, and I abstain. I mean, I'm not gonna vote.
If we keep
No,
it
you can
open,
vote.
We keep it open.
what happens if we keep it open? I'm
We
sorry.
keep it open until, we continue the meeting until you go to see Shelley.
Mhm.
And when we signed it, we'll close the meeting, and then you have your permit. Or if you rather me close it, then you have to come back again. It's up to you.
Right, well, technically.
Oh, I see. They can complete the file. We keep it open, they complete the file.
Yeah,
If it all looks good, we sign it, and then it's
that's
done.
it. So they don't have to come
But we have
back.
to vote on it.
Well, I entertain,
Well, we can,
you can
can't we
say,
say, like
you're not gonna
Matt was
vote.
saying,
Yeah,
that
say
say
no.
contingent
You
on
know,
everything that, as long as
I did that,
Jim-
I did that once before here, and it didn't work out the way
You
I
did it
thought.
with me.
No, I don't even think it was you. And I didn't work out the way I thought it was going to, and I'm not comfortable doing it again.
Well,
I'd rather just be,
just
in
leave it
something
open.
like this, I'd like to be careful.
If I may.
And you have every right to ask for a variance, and we have every right to say no.
You do.
That's why
and-
you have to ask.
I agree, and it
So-
would be quite unusual for a board to say no to this variance. You have a public hearing open, so you have to keep that hearing open. You can't take any, if you close it, you can't take any new testimony, which includes notes from Jim, and so to make you comfortable with it, you basically, I'd advise you keep the hearing open. I don't know when your next meeting is, but you have to do this at a public hearing, because we've notified abutters. We'd rather move
That
this
means you have to
process
wait 2
along.
weeks. The next meeting is gonna be 2 weeks.
I mean, we can do this however you like, if it's just a phone call to Shelley tomorrow asking, for Jim to provide his notes, if he's
Right,
fine with it.
right,
And I can have Amy Green contact Shelley and just convey her thoughts on the Conservation Commission hearing. It's a little unusual to do it that way, but if that's what the board chooses, I'm more than happy to have you expedite things for us.
Okay.
I'll be at 9:30 tomorrow
Thank you.
morning.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? So I'm not gonna close the meeting, just continue, and wish you a lot of luck.
Okay, thank you.
$7:15,
That'd be me.
Cooper Farm,
That'd be me.
alternative share system, permit and documents.
Is that the,
That's at 22.
okay.
This
That's the
is
one you
the
were going to
share.
have me sign?
Yeah. It's already got one signature. It's already got Gino's signature, so.
All right. All right,
How are you?
good.
Good.
Thank you.
So this is, we had to go through the exercise of providing the Title V system. We've gone to a alternative system which Jim has approved, and we have our new costs associated with doing that. We have, I believe you have a copy of
Yeah,
these.
we do right here. We do, we
And I
do.
think you had asked for something in here. Remember when they came in?
Remember when we
I think it
started
was at the
this?
escrow?
The escrow, remember, you got put money away for him?
We have. We've
Good.
got,
Okay.
we've actually got 10% of the original, of the conventional approved system in an account
I
right now
appreciate
with
it.
05.
I appreciate for that.
So
I-
that's already set up. We
Yeah.
actually have two accounts, one
That's
for the homeowners and one for the replacement.
I wasn't going to question you, I just asked you.
Nope, they're in place and the
Yeah.
attorneys all have it. We deeded the land over last night at the selectmen's meeting, and
Oh,
Good.
good.
Okay, so,
I'm here for you guys to sign off on the permit.
All right.
permanent sign.
Good.
I did anyway.
Whose signature is that? Lisa, did you sign?
Neither one
No,
is
because I
signed.
thought we were discussing it. I didn't realize it was just.
Whose signature is that?
Honey, this is my signature. I don't care who signed that. Can be Santa Claus, I don't care.
What,
Maybe it's
is it
Jimmy.
mine?
Maybe it's Jimmy.
Jim probably signed it.
Yeah. I don't sign like that.
Yeah, I knew it was in you.
You can see my name
You
on it.
guys
I
been
saw-
up there and looked around yet?
Actually, you told me that you let me know when to go.
Go anytime, we're up there every day.
Okay.
We've got 10 houses going now, and
Yeah.
So,
That's
what
good.
is, so we've
You gonna be there
approved the
tomorrow?
conventional,
you approved, now you've approved both systems.
Oh, okay.
Perk rate. That's what this cost differential is. So when you apply for the system, you have to go in with a conventional system to make sure that it meets and has no variances, and then you can go over to the perk rate or a Presby or any other type
Okay.
of system that you want.
So, okay. So that's just a legal thing that you have to do, or is that a town
That's
thing?
Title V
Okay.
that you have to do.
All right. And so this is the one you're gonna do,
We're doing the
Perk rate?
Oaks and perk rate. Yep,
because it's less expensive?
correct. It's better for the environment.
So the escrow is for the more expensive one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you pay?
Yes, I paid, and I got a
Okay.
sign.
Are we all done?
We're done.
Can you wait
Have
a
a
minute? I
cookie.
wanted to ask you something.
Ask away. All
Oh,
right, Gino. Stop playing.
it's not part of the Board of Health.
What's that?
It's not part of the Board of Health
So do you
here.
want-
Oh, you want to go
adjourn?
outside? Shut it off.
Wait, we're done. We're gonna close the meeting.
Close, and then you can ask me questions.
Okay. Anything else?
No?
Okay, I entertain a motion.
Well, you were talking about, you emailed Shelley about the rest of the year schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Is
So
it the
do we have like
28th?
some conflicts with how many people can show up at the next meetings?
I can,
November 28th is another meeting.
You guys got to initial each page.
I thought that was, okay. I think we're good for the 28th. John can come. I can come.
And that's, and
I'm
what
not,
about,
I can't come the 26th of the December.
yeah, I don't think I want to come to that one.
Yeah, I'm busy.
That's the day after Christmas.
I'm busy that
You
day.
have to sign the last page. Initial each page and then sign the last page.
It's my pen.
I think we're okay for the last one, though. I mean, the next one.
I hope so.
Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Can we close?
Okay, I entertain a motion.
Motion to close?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now, wait a sheet. Look at that sheet. Are you gonna get up? Oh, that's nice of you.
I always do that.
I'm having a cookie now.
Okay, now I'm-